What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So on this video we are going to be reviving my my Wrangler here. So this was actually my first Wrangler that I bought that got me into the RC rock crawling. Now I do have some stuff done to it that I did a year ago when I got into this. I've got some Endura axles front and rear, got a little bit of overdrive in the front. We still have the stock steering servo, we have Endura wheels and tires, and you can see I'm missing some screws that were in there. Got this Endura, what are they, like the Super Swamper, long travel shocks, new drive shafts, high clearance links, and the red Endura motor that we have going on there. So I remember one of my issues with this thing is when you start to climb and unload and then it'll tip backwards. Now you can do the rubber band method or you can do the limiting straps. So what I'm gonna do is make it more of a scale look, is install these Proline big bore shocks on this thing, and I think it'll look really nice in there for like a scale look. Now for the motor and electronics, I have an extra Furitek Micro Komodo and Lizard Pro to put in here. So I'm sure we'll have to do some fabricating in here, but be able to get rid of this and stuff this in there to get that slow crawl. I already have an Axial transmission butted up to this, so I'll basically just, pretty simple, pop that out with a couple screws and slide this in there and obviously do the update. But before we get to tearing this thing apart, let's go outside on the rocks and get a before and after performance, see how it does. All right, first run in a year. Try to do this one-handed, see how I do. See, there's that lift I was talking about. Saved it. See if they'll climb this. Nice. That went a lot better than I thought. Some of these tires I'm still up. Yep, there we go. So on these tires I'm still running stock foams on here. One last try. There's the overloading, unloading there. Come on. Nope. Got that tire stuck there. Alright, that's enough of this. Let's go tear it apart. Obviously that didn't last very long. I got frustrated. So let's get to tearing this thing apart. Well, first I'm going to fill these up with oil, get those in there, and then get the shocks mounted, and then work on getting that motor and transmission out of there, and then getting this ESC receiver combo out and get everything back together. And then we'll go outside and hopefully it does better, because that was a little frustrating. That was not very good. So all right, let's get to doing it. I just want to do a real quick size comparison on these shocks. Now these are the Endura long travels, and then here is the Proline oil-filled shocks. Huge difference, but they do look awesome on here. Made a big difference in the looks. So Still got the back to do, and obviously the motor and transmission, so we'll get on that. But I just wanted to point out that difference. That's huge. I would think they make these a little bit longer instead of the little stubbies, but oh well. Let's keep going. So here we have it. I did a little bit more to it than I thought I was going to. So I knew I was going to keep these tires on there, but I had these little guy racing ones, and I had to put them on. Now, obviously, I'm going to need to do some trimming on the fenders here, but what a huge difference this made in here. And hopefully you can see the proline shocks in here. Let me get this body flipped over and let's see what we did. Now, I still need to do some cleanup work in here, but I want to go out and test it before I tied everything up too much. Now, what I did was I installed the micro Komodo in there. I've got the Furitek receiver in there. Now I went ahead and swapped out the steering servo to a Endura Emax. And this because I put these bigger wheels and tires on here. The only downside of that is like this thing, the cable is a mile long. So I coiled it up but I'll tidy up once I test everything out. Now with the shocks, I have a 17.5 weight oil in there. We'll see how that does. They recommend 20 weight in there. I didn't have it, so I did 17.5, but we'll have to go out and test it and see how it does. Obviously I haven't gone out on the dirt yet and tested it, but let's do that next. Man, what a huge difference. Just a little bit of work and do. Awesome. All right, let's go out to the rocks. Got that slow crawl. Man, that's awesome. So much better. I love these tires too. You just hear them grip. Oh, hit the bumper there. So I'm driving one-handed. Normally I have the controller, the GoPro mounted on my transmitter, but can't do that with the Furitek one. Wow. See the shocks in there working. Still has a good amount of flex. I need to do some trimming right there, but throttle delay there. Oh no! Stock looms. Oh no, I fell in that hole. Nice.
It just